Hello, traders. Did a little live stream today, but I'm going to go ahead and put this reversal pattern video up. Just a real quick one. You can watch the live stream for some play-by-play. My hypos, some of them didn't work out today. They didn't work out. I was expecting a range day, and we'd come back down to the opening range low, but it didn't pan out. If you didn't catch the first move, I caught this little down move here. I thought we might come all the way down there, but we didn't. But we did do a little bit of push down. I think I took my profit here, but I'll just show you the very first one. I've been seeing this happen a lot, and you can maybe use this as your weekend test. This was our opening candle right here, and we went up and then came straight back down and ran this liquidity and filled the gap, creating our first breaker of the day right here. We pushed away with a fair value gap, respected it, provided an entry. And if you're froggy enough to get in at 9:38 in the morning, this was a really nice trade. And I've seen that happen a lot. Yesterday, that would not have worked out. But if you'll just put on regular trading hours only, like that, and then go to several days back on a 1-minute chart and just see how that opening deal goes. And if you marked out either a bullish breaker or bearish breaker, it doesn't matter which one. It just depends on where the market goes. But that first breaker of the day that gets validated, a lot of times you'll see a run of at least 50 points, sometimes more. So that was our very first one. This was the high of the opening range. We validated this guy, and I did take a trade there, got smoked. I killed it quick just because this fair value gap did not get respected on candle number 3, but here it did. But I got filled here, and it immediately started going against me, so I killed it. As soon as it got above that breaker, I killed it. We go up, and we actually did a bearish order block here, and then a fair value gap. I entered here, somewhere around here. Maybe I entered there, but with my stop above the high. And I was watching once we got past here. I was hoping for more push down to the downside, but you can see there's no fair value gap. So I was a little cautious about holding it any further than the opening range high. And so I ended up taking profit somewhere around here. And we came back up, respected it again, and I want to say I took another short right around here. So if we were to mark those out, this would be our bearish order block would be there, and then our bearish breaker would be here. And then our third bearish breaker, when we ran up here, is this one right here. That's the bottom of each of those. And so we'd want candle bodies to start closing below. So for this one, that's our fair value gap. We respected it, and then we came on down, took some temporary liquidity into a fair value gap to the upside, went back up, and we respected this breaker, and then pushed all the way down to this liquidity here. And once it got down here, man, it was, let's go to the moon time. I was hoping that it would hit one of these and reject for more downside, but it just never did. I did, when we got up into this consolidation here, I did take a short, but I got smoked. So I only put on $70 risk. And from that point forward, it was pretty much rangy, choppy, crazy mess all the way to MOC. So not the best trading day. There is a bullish breaker right here, but it didn't really give you an opportunity to enter. I like to enter at a fair value gap, one tick above a one tick difference from the wick that created the fair value gap. So in this case, here's our bullish. We have our first move up, fair value, volume imbalance, fair value gap, but we didn't wick down to a tick there or there. The first time we actually did There's another volume imbalance. We went down to that one right there, and that's the only place that would have provided an entry. Now, that would have grabbed you, even a round number, would have got you 23 points. If you aim for the high, it would have got you, I don't know, 25 points. And it's awfully high in the run, so I don't know if you would have taken that one or not. But I think that one is the only one. Heck, it wouldn't have even filled you. So this run up was real nice and real fast, but it really didn't give you an opportunity to enter. Once we got back up here again, we have a breaker here, and I think you could have entered there for a short. It would have been a short-lived one, but right there is a breaker to the downside. Very small fair value gap respected right here. Very small, with a volume imbalance to the downside. So we include it. So we were respected with candle bodies. So going short here would have been fine, but you would have just had to go for very low hanging fruit. I mean, this ripped down, but it ripped straight back up too. So if you were expecting anything more than that, it just got real choppy there for a second. Started putting up these big candles, 10-point candles, and it was just pretty choppy. So let's see how much, if you would have entered here, tick, we'll just say right at the base of that fair value gap. And I mean, just aiming for that volume imbalance, that's only 9 points. There's another one here, that's 16 points. If we aim for that fair value gap, that's 20 points. That's about all you could have got out of that trade. I mean, maybe all the way down to here, it would have got you. But you don't know where it's going back to. Usually in a situation like this, I might look for one red candle in a sea of green and use that as my bounce point. So maybe you get down here to 25. Once we got down here, this is our breaker to the bullish side. We'll just get rid of these. But none of these are corresponding well. But I mean, this is a 4-hour daily high and everything that we are working around, but they don't really correspond that well with taking out a 4-hour high or low and reversing. So this will be our bullish breaker right here. Change it back to purple. So we come down, that's our lowest point, last up close candle before the run down. We have a fair value gap above. If we entered here, probably got smoked. If you put it below the low, you're okay. Let's see how much we would have had there, because you would have been entering somewhere around a tick above there. All the way down to the low is only 19 points, so you would have been okay. You'd have had to sweat that, but you'd have been okay. If you waited for a higher low and then entered somewhere around here, there's no entry, all the way up. This is the only place you could have entered, would be right there. So that's a good fair value gap there. We did come back. You could have entered a tick above this candle's low. So that would have put you in right here at that fair value gap. We respected. This one could have got you in and kept you in, but you would have had to keep your stop below here. That's 20 points, and I usually do a 25-point stop. So you'd have been fine there. If you didn't get in there, you could have got in here. And where would you aim? I guess in the blue sky. The high of the day is right here. So you'd be getting in right there at the high of the day. If you entered here, that's 17 points. If you entered here, to the high of the day would have been 34 points. So there was some money to be made. It was just a choppy mess. There's a short here. Wait, from there, small one, short-lived, choppy business. I was already locked out for the day. I'd made my money and I wasn't giving it back. So I've noticed that here lately. The morning provides a pretty decent opportunity, and the evening provides the opportunity to give all that money back. This is going into MOC when we had this final run for the day. And it was a nice one. I don't really see an opportunity to enter here. That candle wick might have filled you if you had an order in there. But that's the only place I see. So anyway, that's it. Those are the reversal patterns for today. They do work. If you stick to your plan, you can make some money. This one didn't give you an opportunity. That one did a small opportunity, but you got one. The biggest one that I saw was this down move. If you would have held all the way to here, it would have been fantastic, but you would have had to endure this. All right, I'm going to keep it short. It's already too long in my opinion, but that's all right. Fast forward. Y'all have a good weekend. Talk to you next time.